What's going on, you guys? Super quick one here today. I want to actually start out by giving credit to Damian Bocci, who's a really cool like rockabilly guitar teacher here on YouTube. I kind of was pulling some stuff from a lesson of his about a Chicago blues, and I want to just kind of focus on the intro. So first I'm going to show you the intro he does, and then I'm going to kind of break down a couple of tricks within that intro that I just want to talk about lifting, and then how you can apply that to other things that you're doing, right? So, and I actually kind of made it my own. He didn't have that chromatic walk down. I took that and kind of added that in myself. He just did over the 4 and 5 chord, okay? But I like to throw in my little chicken picking influences, and it's so chicken picking to, that's the most chicken picking thing to do, right? So anyway, not that this is that kind of tune, anyhow, or that kind of idea, but just letting influences bleed through, right? Anyway, so let's kind of get into it, and then I'll talk about the concepts that I think are important to kind of highlight and do a little bit deeper dive, because he just kind of taught it to you, and he showed you a whole 12-bar Chicago style blues based around this, which I'll do another lesson on because it's really cool. So let's just do this intro, and I'll show it to you, and then we'll talk about it. So this is going to be in the key of G, and it's going to start out over the 4 and the 5 to the 4 chord. So you're going to have, so it's gonna play all those notes twice, right? So you're gonna be 5 on your A string, 4 on your D, not that note, 4, and then 7 on your Ds. And then you're doing double stops there on your 7th fret. This is all on your G and your B string. You're doing 7, 6, 5. Okay? And now the one thing I want to talk about that is you're doing 2 on those 2 notes, but when you get to 7 on your D string, just hit that one time, because since we're throwing in a chromatic hit there, I want to be able to make sure the timing is still on, right? So we're going to eliminate one strike from that note, from that A note there, okay? So slow, that's okay. And then you're going to move that whole figure down 2 frets. So 3 on your A string, 2 on your D, 1 time on 5, and then you're gonna do that chromatic 5, 4, 3 on your G and your B strings. And then that brings us to okay, so that's gonna be, we're gonna be bending the minor third up to the major third there. And we're doing that at the 6th fret on the high E. And then releasing that to 3 and 3 on your B string. And you're going to do that phrase twice. And then, so that, you're going to play that note there. That's going to be 5 on your G string. And then really cool double stop type of move that I do a lot. So you're barring 3 on your G and your B, hammering on to 4 on your G string, and then going to your root there, your G note, which is 5 on your D string. And now you're gonna go, and that's just a 9 chord, like a dominant chord that you're going from E flat to D, or D sharp to D, however you want to view that. In this context, I think it would be D sharp to D, I believe. fact check me again, you guys. That's all based on if there's sharps or flats in that key, if you technically call that note an E flat or a D sharp. That's too far down the theory rabbit hole for this basic guy, as much as I joke about knowing theory. So those chords are going to be 6 on your high, 6 on your A string, and then you're going to have 5 on your D, and then 6 there on both your G and your B. So it's like this 7 chord, but you're adding in the 9 down there, right? So let's talk about what I really like about this. Okay, so there's a couple things I really like about this. I like starting out the tune with a turnaround. Just the concept of that in and of itself is really cool. And the fact that it's going to take advantage of the 4 and the 5 chord and not just do something in G to start it out. It's going to want to resolve to G, right? Where the song, the home, the tonal center of the tune. So, I really like that because it kind of pulls you in. Sorry guys, adjusted my chair. It kind of pulls you in right away, right? So, so it starts out, and I really like, it's going to come in here with a lick, and I really like that it's doing the major to minor third here, or the minor to major third. I'm sorry, you guys. I always say major to minor third. Anytime I say that, know that I mean to say minor to major third, because the major to minor third never really sounds that cool. So, sorry guys, I digress. I really like that it comes in here twice, and with that really cool bend there, and then you do it again, right? So you repeat that minor major third twice there within this lick. I really like that. And then it comes in here and it ends on the 5 chord, but doing a half step above approach to it. And you guys know I've talked about that, how at any time if you want to just spice up your chord play, to just approach it from a half step below or above, to just give it a little bit more of a complex sound. You could take a very, you can take a really simple, that's a horrible example I just showed you, but you can take super simple progressions and just spice them up a smidge, and that was so bad. I should edit it out, but I won't. I want you guys to see me at my most vulnerable as well. Anyhow, I think that's about it. I just kind of wanted to go through this intro a little bit and just kind of highlight how I like how it starts with the turnaround. I like throwing in this little chromatic. That little chromatic lick, I think that's cool. How those little minor to major thirds, and then the half step approach, right? So just within this one intro, you have like 4 different really cool ideas that kind of make it happen, even though it's a very short musical moment. What would also be super cool, and I'll go through this in a follow-up video to this, is that what I really like about it is he goes through after this a progression in G, and he doesn't use this as the turnaround. And I think that's what's kind of making it really cool, is that he's got a different turnaround for it. Therefore, he's not just, I don't want to say it's being lazy, because it's a cool technique, but to just take one part of the song and attach that in the beginning for the intro. He took a different concept for the turnaround and applied that to the intro. And I think that is really kind of where the nuance lies, which in video 2, we'll kind of go over that, and I'll show you the second turnaround that he does in it, and that gives you like a second idea to spark your brain for turnaround ideas. So awesome. I've already rambled on, I think, enough. Much love, you guys. Like, subscribe, share. I will see you on the flip, and keep on picking. Love y'all.